All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Excuse me. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And we're going to start off with Psalm 82 and 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And this precept was inspired by something, by a picture a guy sent to me. All right. And it was dealing with a situation that happened with Planet Fitness. Okay. And it says Planet Fitness lost $400 million in 5 days. It says $400 million photo right here. The reason being, when this lady walked into the locker room where there was a 12, possibly a 13-year-old girl sitting there with a towel wrapped around her, and she looked really scared. The man was grooming himself at the mirror sink. So the woman asked the man to leave. He said he identified as something. She said, you have the opposite of a vagina. You are a man. He would leave, he wouldn't leave, so they kicked her out and canceled her membership. If anyone isn't concerned about this, if you have a child, a daughter, and you don't have a problem with a male in the locker room with her, then you've got bigger issues to deal with. It's never okay. Go woke or go broke. Rest in peace, Planet Fitness. All right. And as we read in that psalm, the 82nd chapter, we'll read this again. Psalm 82 and 5, it says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. Okay. The people of this world walk on in great darkness, gross darkness, because this truth of the Bible, all right, is not the standard of this world. The standard of this world is absolute wickedness. Any and all wickedness. And we know that just from reading this small article. They let that vow, as the beloved brother Matthias says, that vow affection have a membership, but they canceled hers. All right. And that goes into the scripture about things in Isaiah, evil good and good evil. Isaiah 5 and 20. It says, woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Because you have this situation where Planet Fitness is trying to be woke and do the right thing and cater to the Pink Elephant Rainbow Committee. And in doing so, they lost almost $500 million. $500 million because they so-called want to be woke and make sure that they cater to all communities. And folks was just like, we're not going for that. That is disturbing. You guys let a grown-ass man walk into a female locker room, change in there, didn't tell him to get out, and you got a young girl in there. See, this is what happens, as we read in that Psalm 82. This is why people are walking on in gross darkness, because all the foundations of the earth are out of course. This world, as I mentioned before, is not governed by righteousness. And we know that because when you go to Job 9 and 24, it tells you that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And the wicked have nothing to do with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. As the scripture says, what have ye to do to declare? Let me declare mouth, or take my covenant in thy mouth. Yeah, Psalm 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Because this is so-called the land of the free that abides by the Constitution, but it does everything that's completely contrary to the Constitution. Because the so-called founding fathers of this country, they tried to base as best as they could the Constitution in accordance with the Bible. And if you really look at the Constitution, if you just take it for what it is and you follow it, it's actually not a bad document. It really isn't. But we know how bad Uncle Esau likes to perverse things. And because of that nature, we live in a perverse world where people are allowed to express their perverse nature with no consequences or repercussions. All right, the same thing happened with, what was that, Miller or Bud Light? They tried to cater to the Pink Elephant Rainbow crew. Got canceled. It's funny, now cancel culture is working in reverse. Or should I say it's working the way it should be. And see, this is why the Lord has to get rid of this place. Because folks are more worried about being shunned for doing the right thing. People are more afraid of being shunned of doing the right thing than they are of just I should say they're more scared of being ostracized from the truth than being accepted for wickedness. They rather be accepted for their wickedness. And because we live in a world that wants to accept wickedness, the Lord said he has to destroy it. We go to Jude. Jude 1 and 7. And it says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, because that's what this man identifies himself as, a woman, so you know what lifestyle he's indulging in. It says, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. All right, so the Lord is going to do away with this place because it has an agenda that lets vile affections like this express themselves with all liberty. All right, these are these folks that the Bible spoke of that were burning in their lust one toward another, these vile affections. All right, and these guys like to burn in their flesh so much. Hey, the Lord is going to give them something where they can burn in. Hot nuclear ICBM fire. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all are edified. Until the next time, we're going to say shalom.